I was going to convert my encoding format over from a custom hand-packed format into just normal base 64 B2A. And so let's get to it. First, I'm gonna just delete some old stuff, and I'm gonna rewrite to encoded just to use the base 64 function. And we'll get rid of the pad because we're going to use plus delimited rather than the old format used hard-coded sizes for different types. But now we're switching to a plus delimited format. So pack integers doesn't have to change. Unpack integer doesn't have to change. Pack color doesn't have to change. Unpack color doesn't have to change. And then we'll fix encode emoji and encode frame by removing the pad argument to encoded and putting pluses between every encoded bit. I'll move on to encode frame and remove the padding argument. And then we'll put a plus between each of these. And a plus here. And we're done with encode frame. So for decode frame, let's just comment that out and come back to that later. And let's do encode card here. So remove the padding and then add the plus between two encoded. I guess I could put the plus in two encoded, but I'll do that later, I guess. Oops. And then, so we'll have a plus and a double equals at the end, just as a sentinel for the last value. And so for decode card, let's just comment that out for a second here. And then all these other functions don't have to change. Okay, so let's go back to decode frame. Well, let's start with decode card. Okay, so here we have a card. And it is now a string delimited by pluses. So you can see that by typing the variable card parts, Copilot was able to guess from the context of the code that it has that I want to split the card string by plus. And then, yeah, so just suggesting the next line here. So let me just accept that. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. Okay. And then we'll go to decode frame, but now decode frame takes, instead of card parts, sub I. We'll just give it the rest of the card parts, and it can pop, shift things off the list. And let's prime it by changing the variable to frame parts, which I was able to guess I was going to do. So now, yeah, unpack color, correct. And then, but here it's not suggesting the shift thing, so let's say frame, yeah, shift, there we go, good. Okay, and it's correct there, it's correct there, it's correct there, it's correct there, it's correct there. It's correct there, it's correct there. And I think we're done. So I can delete this old code. Oops, there we go. And then I can delete this old code too. And let's go test it. Alright, so we have oh, that's the wrong card format now, actually. That was an intermediate format I was working with, so let's make a new card, or let's modify this card. Just set rotation to 0. And then, this seems like, I think this should have the pluses in it. The URL isn't that, oh, the URL is updating. So what's up with the pluses? All right, let's move the plussing into 2 encoded. So let's, where's 2 encoded? Okay, so let's beta A plus plus. And then let's remove it from encode frame. And also remove it from encode card. And we'll leave that plus equals equals at the end there. Well, yes, that's correct actually, because the default card is wrong. It's the old format. So let's see, it would be here. Well, yeah, this is whatever. Let's just get rid of this and try to create a new one. Yeah, that's still gonna... Okay, am I able to create a frame? Yes, I am. Good. Am I able to edit a frame? Yes, I am. And now we have a correctly formatted default. Let's just change the background color real quick here. And let's use this as the new default. And now that should get rid of the error. Oh, plus equals. Oh, wait. Okay, well, So where are we getting the extra plus at the end of the frame? All right, so I guess we're gonna have to. Well, should we fix it by removing the extra plus? Let's see here. So encode emoji. Right, we don't. Okay. That's where we're getting the extra pluses. Cool. So now let's go back and test it again. That card's wrong, but we will. Wait, it has no actors. Okay, so if I just do an empty. If I just make this empty again, can I get a malformed card?
It's 7:30.
Oops. Let's just get rid of that card. Okay, there we go. Now we have a malformed card, but we'll just make a new frame. I guess we had a malformed stack of cards. Okay. There we go. And let's set our background color. How about this one? And now let's use this as the default card, and we don't have double pluses in there anymore. That's good. And looks like the new format is done and working. No double pluses, plus equals equals at the end, which is just ignored. And so let's just make an animation here. All right, so here's Santa. Let's duplicate the frame instead of making a new one. And then here's the house. And then Santa grabs a gift. And brings it to the house. And disappears. with a twinkle. Let's use this. All right, let's watch the animation. Okay, well, except for the spinning, which is a bug in the other part of the code. That looks great. It worked. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed observing this process that I'm learning, how to rapidly accelerate my development using GitHub Copilot and other LLM coding tools. Thanks a lot. See you later.